Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Machim Leira Online Smicha. This upcoming Shabbos is a Shabbos that's loaded with great things, and it's also loaded with many important halachic discussions. This Shabbos is Shabbos Parshas Mates Masai, a double parsha. It's Shabbos Chazak, it's the end of Chumash Bamidbar. It's Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. It's Rosh Chodesh Mנחem, and that we all know that the Magen Avraham brings in Hilchos Rosh Chodesh a famous discussion that when Shabbos and when Rosh Chodesh falls out on Shabbos, besides having the typical Shabbos meal, you should have an extra kugel, extra dish for Rosh Chodesh to celebrate Rosh Chodesh. But that's just a food item discussion, a einig. How about here becomes a real complicated halacha about the haftora of this Shabbos, because you have, actually we find 5 different minhagim, and halachim nara pashte, 5 different minhagim what haftora you should read this week. Why? We have mates masai. Mates masai, so when mates is on its own, you read mates. When a masai is on its own, you read masai. And when mates and masai mechubaros, you always read, like the Ramah says, the second one. So whichever parsha two come together, you read the second one. All right, but that's if it would only be Mates Masai. It happens to be that it is also Rosh Chodesh. So a typical Shabbos Rosh Chodesh, the Haftarah of Rosh Chodesh overrides the Haftarah of Parshas HaShavua. So you would push away Mates Masai, and you would read the Haftarah of Rosh Chodesh. The issue is that this season, as we lead up to Tisha B'Av, the 3 weeks before Tisha B'Av are called the Shloisha de Puranasa, where we read 3 haftarahs one after another of negative things, and one is about Shimud Dvar Hashem, and that's we are up to number 2, Shimud Dvar Hashem, and the question is. And when would you, if you don't say it this Shabbos, or if you don't have it said in some way, how are you going to have the Shimud Dvar Hashem, the Haftarah of the 3 weeks? So you either can do Parshas Shavua, or Rosh Chodesh, or the Shimud Dvar Hashem, which is one of the Parshas that's supposed to be said in the 3 weeks. So I will tell you that in the Minhagim we find 5 different Minhagim. The minhag of the Sfardim is that they say the Haftarah Shimud Dvar Hashem, which is the Haftarah of the Shloisha de Puranasa. But when you finish, you add the first and last pasuk of Hashemayim Kissi, also the Haftarah of Rosh Chodesh, the beginning and the end. The Ramah, however, says, forget about it. You say Hashemayim Kissi, you say the Haftarah of Hashemayim Kissi, and that's it. You don't have to say anything of the Shloisha de Puranasa. And he gives a reason. He says because in the Haftarah of Hashemayim Kissi, it also talks about the nechama of Eretz Yisrael, nechama, comfort. So many people ask, even though it mentions the comfort, but that's not the point of the 3 weeks. The 3 weeks is actually, the Chama happens after the Tisha B'Av, the 7 weeks after Tisha B'Av, we have Shivit and Nechemta. But this is what the Ramah holds. The Minhag HaGra is Fakert. You only say Shimu. You only say Shimu, you only say the Haftarah of the Shivit and Nechemta, of Shloisha de Puranasa. You don't even mention Rosh Chodesh. There is an interesting psak din from the Kleisenberger Rebbe in his Shas Shuvas Divrei Yatziv, where he says it depends. If it's somebody who always celebrates Rosh Chodesh, so being that this Shabbos is also Shabbos Rosh Chodesh, so for him Rosh Chodesh is usually a celebration and it's a day of festivity. On top of it being besides for being Shabbos, it's a Rosh Chodesh Yom Tiv. For him, you don't have to mention anymore the Haftarah of Shimu, which is a Peronius, because you're not supposed to mention during a Yom Tov. However, for a regular person, he should taka say the shimul. The minig taiman is actually a separate minig. They say nishtahin nishtaher. And a Shabbos like this, you read Parshas Shabbos Chazayin. You read the Haftarah of Chazayin.